Kubor ka Batisi TV. Lawan Rashapi da ka Frank Motors. I am Tata Punch. Price starting at 5.80 lakhs. Ringkat bat ka net foodish. Ordar mapi nginwan ra amangi hakir dob yeng jongpi.
Menteri rang baka jela konrad kongkal sangma ula ong baka Jingleh jong menteri sarkar uba Sanbor Shulai ha ka jingwan jong ka kertong presiden jong ka BJP hasilong kadai ka Jingleh ka bomdai banle konrad ula ong ba udon lang ha ka por ba presiden ka UDP uba met baling do udang kerani ka kertong presiden ka BJP ka Draupadi Murmu ban penpau ya ka Jingleh jong kiret pat bat ki kristan bat ulayat ho ba uba Sanbor ula penpau ka jingbom sultanat halor ka jingkran jong ba met ba handai ka rukam penpau jong ba Sanbor ka dei ka bomla satia ban pedang konrad ulayai ban biang da ka baong ba ka Jingleh uba Sanbor ka dei ka bom dei bat Khlem ula ong ba Ngat ha ka Jingpynshitom ya ka ba hadu menta umpat simrai ka ba kum kanu kata ka Jingpynshitom.
I had met the Honourable Speaker this afternoon, and when this incident happened, I was present. The Honourable Speaker had raised certain concerns which were related to issues concerning many sections of society, and very genuine issues were being raised. And it's appropriate in front of a presidential candidate to raise these issues because she would be at a position in the near future to be able to keep those issues in mind and take appropriate action. So it was very appropriate for the Honourable Speaker to raise those concerns. But while those concerns were being raised, there was a reaction from one of the MLAs, Mr. Sanbor from the BJP. And in an occasion or in a meeting like that, where they are garnering support for their candidature and being a BJP candidature or BJP nominated candidature, it would have been appropriate for, or I would say it was not appropriate for the reaction that we saw that day by the Honourable Minister and the Honourable MLA. So it was a very inappropriate behaviour. I have to add to that, that it was not correct, especially in front of the presidential candidate. It did not look nice to do that. So UDP was obviously in its, in support of the president. They had that meeting yesterday. As I said, I had met the Honourable Speaker, and he had also communicated me about the meeting that they had. And so I've told him that definitely I've taken note of this, and as and when we move forward, and we will take appropriate action as and when is necessary. So I give him the assurance that I will definitely look into the matter. See, it is not an MDA support. It's a support by every individual party. Every individual party has MLAs, and therefore they were asked and they were called by the BJP separately. I was called there as the NPP president and as the MLA of the NPP. Similarly, the UDP MLAs were called by the president of the BJP, Mr. Mauri, as the UDP. So therefore, each individual party was called. And so therefore the question of me raising an issue as an MDA was not there, because right now this is an election and each party has the right to raise their concerns. And as I said, there are no problems and issues in raising concerns because that is the highest office in the country, and it is appropriate for us as voters for that particular election to raise our concerns, and that's what the Honourable Speaker as the UDP President had done. And I think of course the actions were very inappropriate. In fact, I have raised this issue and concern. I cannot discuss right now on what way it is done, but UDP has done it, and I have also already shared with Honourable Speaker what concerns were there. So that's it. And I think beyond that, I will not be able to share the details. One individual has raised a concern, or one individual has stood up when the Speaker spoke. It happens, but as I said, the moment and the timing and the presence of the people who were there was inappropriate to have raised it. Otherwise, there have been many incidents where we can raise concerns and we argue, we debate, we don't agree on decisions together. That's how coalition works. And since we are in different parties, it's a natural process for a coalition to discuss and to debate and to argue on many things. But we've always come to a conclusion that whatever the debates take place, we will always be together, and that's how it's been. There are many situations where, as I said, cabinet ministers have differences in my decision or differences with me, and we have discussions of it. And whatever is discussed in private with me, be it any individual, be it an MLA or a party leader or any citizen of the state, that is between the individual and me. So I don't think it's appropriate for me to share about that. Unless, as I said, if it's done in public like it was done that day, then it's not appropriate, and that too in front of the presidential candidate. So, but whatever happens with me at my level and individually in a closed door room, I have many discussions with many MLAs and leaders and citizens also. And in many situations, different situations can come up, but then we always figure out a way to resolve.